For this experiment, you will need pieces of copper for electrodes, a power supply, some water, and baking soda to make the electrolyte solution, salt to increase conductivity, and a non-reactive container. Here I'm using my multimeter to measure the voltage of the power supply, and I'm getting about 5.3 volts. To make the electrolyte solution, you need to add the baking soda to the water. And give it a little stir to make sure it's completely dissolved. Next, you will take 2 of the copper electrodes and suspend them in the water baking soda solution on opposite sides of the container. Make sure that they're not touching. Now, using a multimeter, you can measure the resistance between the two. And you'll see here, I think the resistance tops out at about 57 ohms, though it continues to climb. Adding salt increases the conductivity of the electrolyte. Here I'm just adding a little bit, not really measuring it out. Stirring to combine. And measuring the resistance again. Uh-oh, added too much salt, because we are measuring 0 ohms. Then we connect the positive lead to the anode and the negative lead to the cathode. Plugging it in. You'll see some bubbles forming on the cathode, which tells us that the reaction is working and we are stripping copper ions from the anode and into the solution. Checking back later, we can see that the solution is taking on a light blue hue, which tells us that there is indeed some copper ion suspended in the solution. Removing the anode and the cathode from the first step, we can add in a new anode that has been prepared to sit on either side of the reaction vessel. It's getting everything in place. I've also taken a few steel nails and bound them up with copper wire, and that will form our cathode, and the nails will be plated. Suspending that in between the two pieces of the anode, being careful to make sure that they're not touching. And connecting the power supply. And as soon as it's connected, you should see a lot of bubbles forming off of the nails. You can already see them now. And we are plating. After letting the nails plate for a while, we can disconnect the power leads and see what we've done. The nails have definitely taken on a coppery brownish hue. So we have done it. Copper plating success.